I think he's supposed to come here now. Is it true you invented the poke? Or is this some myth that everyone believes? It's actually true, and there's a funny story to it. Because, actually, does any one of you guys know why it is called poke? Haha! No, screw you, Kyle. Screw you! Alright. Okay, no idea why it's called poke. Okay, so here's the story about the poke. So, as you guys might know, at the very start of the game, okay, let me stop right here. Actually, let me pause my insanely good time. Okay. Okay, so here we go. The poke. So at the very beginning of JKA, when it came out in like it came out in October 2003, right? And for like a month or two, no one played Single Saber in any competitive environment. Why? Because I don't know. People thought that dual sabers and stuff were so overpowered because they could basically hit you and do more damage than you, and you had no chance to do anything with rat style because, you know, it was much too slow. They could just counterattack you, right? And so, you know, time passed. Time passed. I played with a lot of cool people and got to know a lot of talented people too. And then one night, one night when I was dueling a friend of mine, he was called Dark, by the way. I don't know if anyone still knows him. Also, the name is kind of generic, but he was also an Axiom Dark. So we dueled. And then I don't really know how it happened. I think I was just kind of excited or something. And so I was like moving around my mouse. And then we suddenly discovered, whoa, dude. For some reason, this just did insane damage. So what I usually did was, I was trying to have my, like the tip of my blade, I was trying to have that at the enemy, pointing towards the enemy all the time. So I had like, you know, some kind of defense. And, no, I think I remember what exactly happened. So I did that, right? I was following my opponent with the tip of the saber. And then, I don't know, he did something weird and I was kind of confused. I didn't know what he was doing. And so I was kind of like, I don't know. I was just kind of wiggling my mouse around, you know, to make like a counter hit happen or something. And in that moment, the guy died. And he was like, what the fuck just happened? And so, so at this evening, we tried to find out what exactly happened at that moment. And then we kind of figured out, hey dude, it looks like if you move the saber around in the opponent, because JKA has, unlike JKO, Jedi Outcast before this game, it has multiple hitboxes, right? Like if you hit the head, you do more damage than in the body. In Jedi Outcast, that didn't happen, like that didn't exist. That's why it always did the same damage. But in this game, they kind of fucked something up with the hitboxes. So if you move around your saber in the opponent, you could hit multiple hitboxes several times at once. And that's pretty much what the poke is exactly. So, since we were like a very weird bunch of people, and I was actually like, I think I was singing the Pokemon theme in TeamSpeak at that time, I decided to randomly call that hit the Pokemon Strike. Get it? Pokemon Strike. And that's actually what the hit was called, but of course it was far too long to actually type out all the time. So people started just abbreviating it to Poke. And of course people had no idea what a Poke is. Like they didn't make the connection to Pokemon. So they were just like, oh yeah, that's the poke, right? That must be the name. So everyone started calling it the poke. And that's the story about the poke. That's how it happened. That's how it was created. Okay, let's continue. So, story time with Chris. There you go.